Okay, we are recording. All right, guys, thank you all for being on for the VP Block Party Training. VPBP. It's kind of hard to say. So like I said earlier, this is my first time going through this training. I will say that I'm on my third week of doing block parties, and so far I really like it. I love the fact that right now I have 18 hosts, but I only have 3 parties running, so that's fantastic. And while this week my sales aren't as good as last week, that's no different with any type of party you have. I don't care if it's a block party, I don't care if it's a regular party. I can run 10 parties and have 6 that do well and 4 that don't. So that part of it hasn't changed. It all depends on what your hosts are willing to do, if they're willing to get the reminder out there. So I want you guys to kind of look at this as not, oh my gosh, if I have a bad week, it's because of these block parties. That's not the case at all. It all has to do with us making sure we send our host coaching and follow up with our hosts. I mean, follow up and keeping them on top of things is really key, no matter what type of party you have. But this is going to help all of us stay out of Facebook jail. I firmly believe that. And it has saved me money. Last week's parties, I haven't closed this one yet, but the week before that, my gifts, this was for 12 hosts. So my gifts that I normally give would have cost me $192 for all of those. Had I done every single one of those, you know, the party prize, the early bird, the booking party, all the different things that I do, it cost me $70 for 12 hosts. And my parties total were about $5,300. So you're going to save money, because instead of giving away, say you do 6 parties one week, instead of giving away 6 grand prizes, you're only giving away 1. Instead of 6 early birds, you're only giving away 1. Unless you have, now we do have a new early bird thing in here, so there is a way you could give away more early birds. You guys can do a $2 season's best, so it's not that big of a deal. But anyhow, you're going to save money, you're going to save time. It's just all around good thing. So when you guys first get in here, the first thing you're going to notice is that there's units. So between Claudia and I, we've been kind of doing these units and revamping them. So you're going to, of course, you know, watch the welcome video first. Then it's going to show you how to get your first party with 6 friends. Basically, you're going to pick your party dates. They all start on Fridays. So it'd be the 1st, 8th, the 15th, so on and so forth. You're going to post the 1x50 on your personal wall to try to get parties that way. It tells you exactly what to say. If they say yes, if they say no, it gives you everything. You're going to send 30 booking messages per day. You're going to do follow-up booking messages. So this tells you exactly what to do in this unit. And then once you're done with this, you can just click down here and go to next unit. Excuse me. So then this unit number 3 is what you guys are going to do to set up your party. And so it's going to first tell you, as soon as you have the parties booked, go through this unit and start setting them up. Most will complete on Sunday or Monday prior to the party start date, Friday. So it's ideal to give them at least a few days. A lot of people may not want to do it on Sundays. I personally just set up my November 8th parties today because we've been traveling and it worked for me to do it today. So as with anything, you guys can make this work for your own schedule. So we found that if you can do it by Monday, that gives them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 4 days to do their invitations and make sure they have time for all of that. So then what you're going to do is make sure that you have your business page set up on Facebook. So that's very important. This tells you about that. We have a block party checklist. So, you know, as before we had what we called the show planner. Well, now we have the block party checklist. And so you can basically write down your 6 hosts, everybody that participates here in the party, who they booked it from, when the past host has their order done, when you give them their 50% off, who won the drawings, who won the early bird, who won the booking, who won the 1x100 post, who won this, who won that. You can write their names down and check it off when you give them their gift. It just makes it a lot easier. before the party starts, you're going to send this message to them. So it's just basically, you're going to send them this after the first confirmation message that just tells them to get ready for their party.
Trish, I'm sorry to interrupt. Could you mute everybody, because some people are moving and then people are saying they can't hear you, but other people have all this background noise. And so I'm muted. Other people, some people may not know to mute.
So I can mute all. Okay, I've muted all the ones that I saw unmuted. All right. Okay. So then it tells you to create the party consultants corner, walks you through it. So for anybody brand new that hasn't even set up a party yet, this walks you through every single step, and it tells you what to do number 4, what to do number 5. So when you create the closed group, which again, you would do that on Sunday or Monday, this is what you're going to put in the description right here. And this tells you to create the group from your business page, select the closed group, which it automatically does that. You're going to name your group. You're going to add a cover photo, and then you're going to add the following description.
I want you to keep an extra close watch on this pretty little daughter of his. She may be the key to...
There's somebody that's not muted. Can you please mute yourself?
That's Bailey, B-A-Y-L-E-E.
I just don't know what we're going to do with you.
Thank you. Okay, so I just want to show you, here's my November 8th party that I just set up today and invited my host. So here's my cover photo that I just created in Canva. You guys can get one from Marketing Imagery. This is what I like to do. And then it has the description right here. So it lists all of their shopping links right here individually. It gives them the dates of the party. And it says, if you like my business page, and send me a private message saying done, invited by whoever invited them to be entered into a special drawing. And you will see your private message on your business page blow up. So this isn't the only time we post that. We also post it in the welcome post. So I just did this about an hour ago, and I already have 15 new members in the party. And then there's the early bird post that you do right after that. And this is basically telling them to tag the host that invited them, because our hosts are in a friendly competition. So when our hosts get 20 friends to comment on this, the host will get a prize, and one of their friends are going to win a prize. Now, I will tell you, it may seem easy to get 20 people, but last week, all 3 of my block parties, not one host had 20 different people comment. So it's not as easy as it sounds to do, but if they can do it, it's going to make a big difference for their party. So this is already, like I said, I just set up this party an hour ago, and look, this early bird post is already blowing up. So it really is, what these are doing, you guys, is it's making it so that Facebook doesn't see a bunch of dead parties, because even out of these, and this week I only have 10 hosts for November 8th, so I split them up 5 and 5. If I have, say, 3 of those hosts in one of those parties that don't do anything, I'm still going to have 2 hosts that have, hopefully, 30 or 40 people each that are still going to be commenting. So it's not going to be a dead party in Facebook's eyes, because that's what ends up getting us blocked. They don't like dead parties where just one person is constantly posting and nothing else is happening. That's what's getting us blocked, on top of us using the same template at the same time of the day. All of that is making us get blocked. So this is going to prevent that. Okay, so then back to this. This tells you about the early bird post and what to post there. And then this says what to do Sunday or Monday before the party prep. Send the initial private message. So you're basically going to send a message to your upcoming host in 3 separate parts. And the reason for that is because we don't want to get it all jumbled for them. So the first part basically just says, it's party prep time. Step 1 is for you to join your group. Bam, join your group. You have to do that first and foremost. The second step is you have to watch this YouTube video that shows you how to invite your friends in 5 blocks of 50 friends. Then step 3 is you just sending them what they're supposed to copy and paste to their personal wall or to their private message. So when you send it, it's going to look like this. I just sent some to my host. So here's the first part I sent her, and it gives her her link. This is the step 2 with the video. And then this is what she has to copy and paste to her friends. So it just makes it really, really easy. Like I had this host say she doesn't have 50 friends, but she has 185 friends on Facebook. So I just had to make it clear to her I meant all of her Facebook friends. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you. Then what you're going to do is you're going to send, and I usually do this the next day. So tomorrow is when I will set up my group message where you have to link them all into one group private message and send them all this message. And this is where you guys are going to send, for those of you that are brand new, this is where you're going to send the host coaching every single day. And the host coaching is what we give them. We basically give them tasks to do. And I actually need to change this. I went through and revamped a lot of it today, but I forgot this. So what we used to do is have each day there was a host rock star. We're changing that. So I'm going to be editing that probably tonight or tomorrow so that we have the right group message to send out. Then we're going to welcome members in the group every day. So no different than before where we had to do that welcome post. Whenever you guys see people are joining the party, you would click on this right post right here, and it's going to bring up the people that have joined, and you're going to copy and paste that message to them. Now with the block parties, it will only let you tag 50 people. So if you wait, we try to do this every single day for the block parties, because if you wait and you have now 70 people, you're not going to be able to tag all of them. You've got to like delete the last 20. And you can copy and paste it somewhere else and save it and then put it back on there and tag them, but that's kind of a pain. There is a way around it, but it's better just if you guys just do it every day and just make it a thing that you do. That's the best thing to do. This welcomes them to the post or to the party. And it also tells them about that message. Like my business page, send me a PM saying done, invited by, to be entered into a special drawing. So when this happens, you guys, this is a game changer for sending booking messages. And I'll tell you why. Get to my business page real quick. So when you're on your business page, you have your inbox up here. Now, I don't know exactly how it looks on a phone because I don't do this stuff on my phone. I only do it from the computer because my eyes just aren't what they used to be, and I refuse to wear readers. So go to my inbox, and then you'll see here where I have these bookmarks. So let me move this out of the way. So can somebody mute I got you. Okay, so with the business page messenger, you guys can create labels. So when people send me a message saying, this is a bad one to choose. Okay, here's one. So done, invited by Aaron Moore. So I said, thank you, you earned 20 extra tickets. So then I just created this label. I have labels that say liked page, asked to book. I don't know why I have 2 of those, but I just know when they like my page, I ask them to book. I have a blue label when they book a party. I have a follow-up. If they say, well, let me think about it, then I have a follow-up label. You can basically click on here, and I could have done an F for follow-up and made 2 labels for this person if I wanted to. So check this out. So then what I can do when it comes time for me to send booking messages, which I meant to do booking messages today for my November 1st, I just haven't gotten around to it. You guys can click on the search bar, and you can type in liked page, and you can click on every single person that you did that label for. So you know you can go in and ask these people, and it tells you who invited them, so you know which host is their host. You can also say you forget to do the label. You can do keywords like help. All of my booking messages say help host. So if I have asked somebody to help their host, then it'll pull up everybody that has that word in their message, and I can go in there and I can either message them again as a follow-up or whatever. So Facebook business page messenger is been key for me with sending booking messages. And by sending a booking message in your Facebook business page, it's going to save you guys from going to Facebook jail, because Facebook does not like it when we send a lot of private messages. Either way, if you haven't noticed. Okay, so there's that. And then it just goes into...
oh, that's a shame.
Somebody's not muted. Got it.
Duty calls.
Nope. If y'all just joined, please mute yourself. Thank you. So basically, I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but if you guys go through these units, it's going to tell you exactly what to do. So this is all before the party starts. Okay, this is all you need to do before the party. And yeah, it may look like a lot, but it's no different really than what we were doing before. Then when you go to the next unit, then it'll tell you, okay, it's Friday, party day 1. This is what you're going to do. So then you guys are going to see where there's post coaching for the group message, how to check into your party each day, a video that Claudia did, overall party tips, Friday party to-do tips. Then you're going to have party post. I'm actually going to pin this to the top. Just move it down 1. I like the host coaching to show up first. Sorry. Okay. So you guys are going to see the post to do. So the reason why we've decided to do it like this instead of having an actual post my party template, now you guys can still use your template and you can edit it for these 5 days, make it however you want it. I'm still using the same template I've been using for a year, basically, for all my other parties. And I just created a new one for the 5-day party personally, because I just wanted to do that, but you don't have to do that. But if you go to this Google Doc, this is going to be linked every single day. It'll tell you in the morning, this is what you should post. Morning day 1. This is a morning post number 2, morning post number 3, morning post number 4, midday. So your afternoon post, evening post. It tells you exactly what to post. It's not telling you what time to post it, because you guys get to basically choose what time of the day you want to post it, which means we can all use the same post because we're not posting at the same time with the same verbiage and the same picture. That's what has been causing so much drama, is because people are using the same template, posting at the exact same time of the day, and it's a big red flag. So you guys can either schedule these when you see these. And for instance, the training that I'm doing, I just have a template. I created a training template for this group. So you'll see for upcoming parties, for your current parties, what to post and what to do. I am posting post the day before, so you guys have time to either schedule it or manually post it, whatever you want to do. But you can easily schedule a post in your party by just going here, doing something, and clicking this little clock down here to schedule the post. And you can choose what day and what time you want to schedule it, and just click schedule, and it will automatically post for you guys. So if you already have your post that you want to do, you can easily do that. And I will tell you that for the first week, it took me about a week to get my template together. For that first week's parties, I manually posted to both of my parties each day. Scheduled it. It was a breeze. Like, it was super easy, because I think there's like half the post, if not less, that there used to be, because we're asking our host to do more than what we did before, which is making a big difference. So you'll notice in the group host coaching, so every single day it's always going to say this. It's always going to have something about the day, and then it's always going to say, okay, number 1, you're going to pick only one of these options below to post in the party. Remember that your friends will see your post more than mine. So we're giving our hosts basically the chance to post in the party. So even if we had only 3 of the 6 hosts post, that's 3 posts that we're not doing, which isn't flagging us. And it's getting the attention of their friends because they're posting it. So they can either go to YouTube and search for Pampered Chef and share a video that intrigued them. They can post a picture of their favorite PC item or wish list. Or they can go to google.com and search for one of the following ideas: kitchen tips, Facebook games, engagement posts. So we're asking them to choose one of those things each day. Then number 2, we're telling them check into your party at least once a day to comment and engage. And then number 3, copy and paste the next line of verbiage to your personal wall. So basically they get 3 things they have to do every single day. 1, post in the party. 2, check in the party and comment. 3, post something on your personal wall. Every single day it's going to be exactly the same as far as that goes. And then what we give them to do is going to be a little bit different. And so you'll notice that every single day. So by having the host be more engaged, it's really going to make a difference. And so far it has made a difference. And Saturday is going to be the same way. When you look at the unit for Saturday, unit 5, you're going to see your group private message to send. And you'll notice all of this is the same right here. Then it's going to show you your party post for Saturday in the unit. It's going to show you a game to post. This is meant to help with booking parties, this 1 by 100. And then our Ask Our Host is always going to be here. So we want to still utilize that. So make sure you guys are looking at the units. And each day, like I said, I don't know if you all have noticed yet, but you're going to see where you're going to see posts from me by Post My Party, which is booking messages to send. Yes, this is long because this is also giving me objections. But these are booking messages to send. And each day you're going to see where I have been posting things from Post My Party, which is basically just mimicking the units. So what you see in the units is also going to be posted, if that makes sense to everybody.
Can I ask a question about that, Trish? So you just said you were going to change something. You guys, you tweak something, you're going to make a change. So I've been going just to units. I see that you're posting in there every day, but I've been going to units. So is it going to be changed in the unit? I don't have to pay attention to what you're posting daily, do I?
No, because when I change it in the unit, I also change my template.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure because I don't want to have to start looking in 2 places.
Nope.
And I wanted to chime in for everybody real quick. I opened 2 tabs of Facebook on my computer, and I looked at the unit, I read it, I copy and pasted, I changed it up a little. I just went back and forth. This was the easiest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to say thank you. Like, I've never done block parties. I'm doing my first one. I'm getting ready to submit it, but this was so easy. Every day I went to units, I read, I did, and then that was it.
Right? And you know what? That's exactly what Claudia and I are doing. We're going to units and we're copy and pasting straight from there because that's all we need is units. But the reason why I'm doing the template posting is because not everybody maybe wants to look at units and they just kind of want to see. Remember how it used to be with the VP training group where it all posted? So we just have 2 separate ways, but it's all going to be the same. Whatever Post My Party is posting is mimicking what the units are. When I set up that Post My Party training, I had my units pulled up here and I had my Post My Party here so I could just copy and paste it over.
Okay. I just wanted to look at one. And then we're not going to do Rockstar Host. Are you going to tell us what we're going to do, or we'll just see the change on there?
You will, well, basically you'll see it starting Friday with the group host coaching, where every single host has a task to do. So we're asking all 6 of your hosts, or 5, however many you have in your block party, all of you are going to do A, B, C, basically, or 1, 2, 3. And so we're not giving them each because that made it difficult for us to forward from our phones. If we wanted to forward it, it was making it difficult to do that. So that's why that was Claudia's brilliant idea. So I love that. But yeah, that one on Thursday, is it Thursday or Wednesday? Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Yeah, basically the initial group private message, I have to take that off of there, and I'm going to do that. But everything else, I mean, just step by step, you guys. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I mean, it doesn't get any more cut and dry than this. So what I want to know is, who has questions? Just unmute yourself and ask away.
So when you have multiple, you typically have 3 block parties going, correct?
If I have 18, that was my first week for 18 hosts. I usually have 12.
So you set up, if you have 3 block parties, you set up 3 separate host chats?
I do.
Okay.
I personally do, yeah.
It makes sense.
Not everybody does. I mean, we all do. That's how we've been trained, but I think there's some other people in like some of the other areas of Pampered Chef that send it all at the same time in one big one. But my thing with that is I wouldn't want 12 different hosts giving me a thumbs up or commenting and blowing up notifications. So I personally like to split it up.
And if you're giving them certain days, then you don't want to have, at least it's separated to these 6 hosts. The other one is designated for these 6, and it's not, it makes way more sense to do it that way.
And for me, the way I do it is, see, I bookmark all of mine, which makes it easier for me. So when I go to bookmarks, then I have, like right here, I don't know if y'all can even see that, but I have like November 1st, block party number 1, November 1st, block party number 2, November 1st, block party number 3. I don't know why my husband's pay stubs are listed under there, but anyways, I have them all separated that way. And so I just kind of make sure before I'm copy and pasting a group link over to my block party messenger, I make sure I'm on the actual right one. So if I just type in November, then my group host coaching is like that as well. It's November 1, number 1, November 1, number 2, November 1, number 3. So I know exactly who I'm sending the link to, and I double check because I'm still kind of afraid. What if I send, the number 2 block party to the number 1 group host? So no different than with anytime you copy and paste the link, you always want to make sure you're in the right spot. So that part of it's no different. Yeah, that works for me.
Trish, do you crap. Do you I'll come back. I lost.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
So you may have answered this earlier. I was a little late jumping on. This is Rachel. Sorry. Hi guys.
No problem.
So if you're doing the block parties, do you suggest doing them when like if I have just 3 hosts, or should it be more than that? Do you do just 2 hosts, or because some weeks I only have 2 hosts, so should I do a block party that way or just do it the normal way?
Me personally, and it's completely up to you. Me personally, I basically have adopted this new way, and this is the way I'm doing it. And I don't want to have, this is host coaching if I'm doing individual parties, and this is host coaching if I'm doing block parties. Right. I will, if there's a week I only have 2 hosts, I'm doing a block party for those 2 hosts.
Okay.
Me personally, you can do it however you want to, but I like to just have one way of doing things and not go back and forth. But yeah, it's designed for more than, it's designed for like 5 to 6 hosts in one party. But for instance, my daughter has 14 this week, and instead of doing a 6, 6, and a 2, she's just doing a 7 and a 7. And I even thought about doing, just doing them 7 and 7s and just making a new checklist. It just really depends, like this past week, I only had 10. I just couldn't get my 12 that I wanted. No matter what I did, who I asked, I couldn't get my extra 2. So I just okay, I'll just do 5 and 5. No big deal. So yeah, you can do it however you want to do it. But if you want to put 2 in a block party, it's still going to be a good party either way you go and be easier for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Do you do the host coaching from your personal page, but then all your other messages are going from your business page because they've already emailed you?
Yes, ma'am.
Trish, one thing I'm wondering with the block parties is how do you keep track, or do you need to keep track of which guests go to which hosts? Is that something that you still need to keep track of, or it doesn't really even matter?
If they win a prize, like if they've won something, then I look to see who invited them, just so I can go to their, that person's order. A lot of times I'll just type in their name in Consultant's Corner, to see if they ordered and whose party they're under. But otherwise, the only time I really need to know which host they belong to is when they're booking a party. And usually they've already sent me that private message, you know, invited by such and such. And that's another place I can always look in my business page. I can just search their name and see who invited them. So the search feature in the business page, Messenger, is like game changer for me.
Are you still using these for each host and to track? You know, this is like the virtual party thing that I've been using the past year, you know, your virtual party trackers. I mean, are you doing those still for each host? Like, how are you keeping track of all that stuff? Because I have my system the old way, and I think, gosh, that's going to be different now.
You know, it's hard to get used to something different, but this is, let me show you my October 18th. So this is going to look really like janky probably because my handwriting is like horrible. But can y'all see that? So this was like my October 18th. And I just highlighted who wanted the book, and I wrote the name of the person they booked from by their name. Yeah, 3 for all 6 of those parties, which stuck.
You're tiny.
I know, I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to show you. So I write their names. Who I asked to book.
Hey, stop sharing your screen, and then you'll be bigger, and your paper will be bigger.
Oh, okay. I don't want to be bigger.
Your paper will be bigger, not you. Just only your paper.
Is that better? So I just basically just write their names. I write down who won, what gift I gave them, who I asked to book. Sometimes I have to use the back page, but it's that same checklist that's in the training group. That's the one that I use now to keep track of everybody.
Okay, thanks.
And this is also where I write down, oh. You guys, now we have group insights. Let me share my screen again. I am so bad at this Zoom thing.
You're doing fabulous, fabulous, fabulous.
So just so you know, if any of you all want to lead up one of these training groups, you don't have to be good at it. Trust me. They keep asking me. I don't know why. Okay, so check this out, you guys. Okay, this is a bad example on this block party, but let me go to another one because that one just started. November 1. So when you have at least 50 members in the group, you can go to Group Insights down the left. I don't know what it looks like on the phone again. I have no idea. But this also tells you how many members, 386 posts, comments, and reactions. If you click on More Member Details, it will tell you who your rock stars were. Now, she happens to be a host. I expect her to be a rock star. Alicia's not a host, so she's already got the most points. So I'm going to start looking at, when I decide who my party prize winner is, I'm going to write down Alicia's name, Jessica's name, Heather's name, all these people that have all of these. And then here's what you can do. So I'm going to use Tina and Alicia as an example. So I'm going to type in Alicia's name. And I just happen to know my post where I give extra tickets, right? So I know she's got 2.
Talking about how he didn't like Nancy Pelosi is pro-life in Pennsylvania. That the kind of Democrat that could win in Kentucky, what they need is an
4 if she won that one. 6. So I'm going to just add those. I'm going to go every time her name pops up. If it's a party, if it's a post where you get 20 tickets, I'm going to write that. So say she's 6. And then you type in the next person's name, search, and then you look to see she might only have 4. So I already know that Alicia's going to be my winner because she already had 14 by her name in the insights, and her name came up the most for the extra 20 tickets. So you don't have to do a whole lot of work trying to figure out the party prize winners in this, because Group Insights does the work for you. It tells you who your rock stars are. So does that make sense for everybody?
No votes yet. All of them went for Bevin. All of them are Republican rural counties. Now, Amy Sherry's
yes.
better. A lot of these counties, even if he's losing, than the Democrat 4 years ago to the Mike Shields.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
Chris, I don't know who's watching TV. Someone is. Can I see your cover photo so I could take a picture so I could just see what information you included? So I'm just going to take a picture. Thank you. Oh, let me get the picture. Got it. Thanks.
Good. You're welcome. I just make that in Canva real quick. That keeps the dates, and all I have to do is change the dates each week in the background. So it works.
Hey, Trish.
Anybody else have a question?
Trish.
Yeah.
This is Sherry. What's the advantage of using that link tree as opposed to listing your host in the?
We actually took that out of the training because it was more confusing to the host. So the advantage is that it was cleaner, in my opinion, where they just clicked on it and then all the links are right there. But I have found that by doing it this way, it's less congested. Well, it doesn't look as clean here.
Have you had anybody order on the wrong party?
No.
That's great.
I have not. Yeah, this worked. And I've also, I've told my hosts, and I always do a post like this. It says, this has I just tag all of my hosts in this party details. And it just tells them this has all the party details and your individual shopping link if your friends ask, blah, blah, blah. It just gives them the information that they need, and I tag them in it, so at least they know, where it's at. But you're still going to get people. Just be prepared, you guys. And this is no different than before. I mean, with the old parties, I still had hosts that would ask me, how do my friends shop? Or where do I find my shopping link? Or how do I get, where's my group? All this. And so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what type of party you have. You're going to have people that aren't really sure how it works because they've never done it. This is stuff that we do all the time. So for us, it's just like second nature. Well, yeah, your link's here, your link's there. What do you mean you don't know what announcements are? Not everybody knows because they don't. We do these groups all the time. They don't. So we kind of have to steer them. And for me, if they want to know, I just copy and paste their link and set it to them in a private message. It's just easier that way. And then make sure you let them know while your link is in the party, you can send this link, the shopping link, to anybody that wants to order. So we have to keep that in front of them so that they don't get too stressed out. And, make sure we, overcome any objections they have. And if you have a host that's objecting to something or you're not sure how to respond, send the message to your upline. So they can help you with how to overcome this person that isn't happy about the book party. I mean, what I've been telling people is, in light of recent Facebook changes with multiple parties, this is the way we're doing it. And it's nothing's different except there are other hosts in the party with you. Each of you have your own link. I'm still posting games. I'm still posting products. I'm still posting kitchen tips. It's still a fun online party. It's just a lot more people. So if they hear us talk about, okay, well, this is just something new we're trying because Facebook was putting us in jail, they're going to be like, I don't want to do this party. We have to exude confidence with them, even if we don't really feel confident about it ourselves. We cannot relay that lack of confidence to our hosts because they're going to see right through it and they're not going to want to do it. And they're already going to have a bad taste in their mouth regardless. So we just have to exude confidence about it with them. And it's something new. Nobody likes change. It's simple.
I have another question.
Yes.
I thought I heard you say earlier that Facebook didn't like private messages through Messenger. I thought that it did.
No, not a lot. I mean, you can send a private message through Messenger. I mean, I send them, but when you send a lot back to back, I just sent 10 hosts back to back the same exact message without skipping in between because I was inviting them to their party. They don't like it. And they usually warn me and say, hey, you're going too fast, you're using this feature wrong, or blah, blah, blah. They didn't.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so that's really what it is. And I usually try to take a break. I'll do a couple of hosts and then I'll wait 5 or 10 minutes, then I'll do a couple more. But I might eventually start doing that through my business page. But I don't know if you all have noticed, but you can't just copy and paste anything like a picture. I couldn't just click copy on a picture or a screenshot and paste it on a message in Business Messenger. I have to actually save the attachment to my desktop, then attach it. It's a big pain. So
I thought of another question. So you said you're going to block parties, right? You're moving. That's what. Okay. So if someone wants a fundraiser or a bridal shower or whatever, then you would do an individual something.
Probably, but you know what? I still have yet in my whole 2 years, I've never had one person want to do a fundraiser. But if that did happen, I would cross that bridge and I'd probably ask Claudia, like, we're gonna do these in the block party or? Yeah, because I'm sure something like that, I would probably want to do something individual with, like, even just a separate template.
Okay, yeah, because someone's asking about a bridal shower, has asked me about it, so I just want to make sure. So that would be individual, but everyone else, we want to try to move towards this block party.
Me personally, yeah, because I've never run a fundraiser yet, so I'm not even really sure how it looks normal, but if it would be weird on a block party for that, for somebody that has run a fundraiser, then yeah, I would definitely do that separately.
Okay.
Yep. Anybody else?
Trish, just Karen.
Yeah.
So can you go back through again? I know I can read this, but while I have you here.
Yeah.
So you have a post at some point, I guess at the beginning of the party, and you ask everyone in the party to message you through your business page.
Yeah.
Can you show me that? And then can I ask you a question? I just want to see that again.
It's actually it's in the welcome post, but it's also in the setup. Setup, unit 3. Unit 3 like has everything. Create a closed. So it's in unit 3 under create closed group number 5.
Right.
It's in there first. So it basically just says welcome to our November block party. Of course, you change that each month. But at the bottom it says 20 extra game tickets if you like my business page and send me a PM saying done, invited by, and type the host name. And then they're going to be entered into a special drawing. So the person that basically likes my page and comments done and sends me a PM, they're going to be in a drawing to win a prize. So out of 50 people that might message me, I'm only going to give away 1 prize, and it's worth it to me.
Okay, so the reason you're having them do that is because you're trying to get them into your business page.
I'm trying to get them into my messenger so I can just send a booking message that way instead of looking at each individual post for comments.
It's like when I do booking posts like now, like if I'm trying to gain a booking and I just message them from the post where they make a comment, then I hit the message and that goes through my business messaging. It's not because then you don't have to be friends with them. You don't get in trouble that way.
Right,
So,
yeah, and I'm not asking them to be friends with me. This is just them sending me a message through my.
Yeah, I don't ask them to be friends with me.
Okay.
Message them and you're interacting as your business page and you message from a post. Like if they make a comment and you message instead of reply, you hit message, then copies that message, like the post that you're commenting on, and then you can ask questions so you don't get in trouble. So are you just doing this it's just a quicker way for you?
It's a quicker way because I was doing it that way and I still do it. I still use that method when I have people that comment that I haven't already asked to book from them liking my page. But for me, it's just faster to go to my business page in my messages box here. And in the search, I can type in like, because I've already given them a label. And then I can just click on this person, paste a message, send. This person, paste a message, send. This person, paste a message, send. And to me, it's just easier to do it that way. And because I've had some people, whenever I click on the message box in the comments, they'll think I'm asking about the game or whatever, because it's usually a game or something like that. And they're like, oh, I guess 150. I'm like, no, I'm actually asking you if you want to book a party. Right. Because it brings up that post. But I still use that too, but this is the one I prefer to do booking messages through. I do booking messages with this first, and then I go I type in tickets in this. I type tickets in the search feature, and then I search for comments.
Okay, and what is explain to me that label thing that you're talking about?
Yeah. So with the labels, you can manage your own labels. So over here to the right-hand side, you can click on Manage Labels.
Where are we?
You can create your own label that you want. So to name it Tess, I can make it my own color that I want, add a label. So when I'm clicking on, if somebody, like for instance, this is a person that responded to that post. It said done, invited by Dawn Lindsay. I said, thank you, you earned 20 extra tickets. Then I immediately go over here to label and I click liked. I have two labels for whatever reason. I don't know why I did that, but it doesn't matter because when I type in liked page, I know it's going to pop up.
Okay, so
then
you're like following them into that label. So when you go back later to do your drawing, they're all grouped together.
They're all grouped right there. Yep. Easy to pick a person. And I usually do pick a person that orders just because it makes it easier for me. But of course you don't have to do that. And you can't really tell people that that's what we're doing. And I also give gifts to people that haven't ordered anything. I've had party prize winners that don't order anything, but they're legitimately won because they were the most, had the most participation. So.
And how do you do this? You have this hello and thank you. I'm assuming you have a message that pops up when they send you something.
Oh like yeah, on the business page, there's something in settings, and my daughter had to show me.
Okay.
Maybe in settings, messaging. Oh yeah, so if you go to settings and you go to messaging, you can use a return, like a return greeting. You might have to play with it. My daughter showed me how to do it, and I really didn't watch her. She just did it for me.
It says well, that says show a greeting. You have yours off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Set up an automated response.
Automated response. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. See, I already have one set up. So
when they send you something, then it automatically sends that. And I guess if you are available, then you respond right after that. But at least you're not leaving them hanging. So they
right. I don't want them to think I'm ignoring them. So it's all, it's like I'll get back to you as soon as I'm back in my office. Sincerely, Trish Woods, and then I have my cell phone number there if they need to call me.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anybody else? You? Well, all right then.
Thank you, Trish.
You're welcome. Thank you all for being on and bearing with me because I know that I can ramble for days. Stop sharing. Hey. Oh, hey, I see Donna's on. Great. Donna saw me.
I did not see you. I just came on because I have another on this line. But because I didn't want to cut you off, but I'm glad that I could come on and not disconnect you. So that was good.
Yeah, we have two Donna Landys here. I want to stop recording.